Uh-oh.
Hello.
What do we have coming in here? This is a little dragonfly we bought at the store. And these are wonderful little guys to use. Let me show this up here. As a model to paint. Now, I did some paintings
An old world
where
type
I had,
floral.
yeah. And you know the dragonfly, I think I remember reading about it. It's supposed to mean luck or something.
And they used to put ladybugs in their paintings and little bees.
Can you see that in there? Look at, would that be cool? Yeah. Oh, if we only had time to paint that.
Look at this guy too.
Oh, yeah. Let me see. And you can use these as models. Here we have a little butterfly to show you. That could be used in the painting too.
Isn't that cute?
See?
So if you don't know how to paint in butterflies, just get some butterfly books or some of these little
guys are cool.
butterflies.
These are really neat. Down here in the bottom, I'm going to leave that for you up here to play around with.
Good.
Because you scared me.
Yeah.
And I want to get up in I'm not going to get into your space. And here we're going to come in and curve and twist. And down here, we're going to take our rose color and a little touch of white. And we're going to put a little bright little bud right in.
Hope a lot of you get to see our technique shows that we do.
Yeah.
And all the different shows where we paint on the vases and paint photographs, paint out over the mats of photographs.
And here, a little green coming out. See?
Lots of neat stuff on this series.
I know. The mat photos where you take your photo and paint it out over the mat, people are going to love that. Look at that. You know what this is taking on? It's looking like a old Victorian.
That's what I want. You know me with Victorian.
Let's put another bud in. And you see how we wiggle that? And down in here, we'll put maybe a little more white with the red. Rose red.
Speaking of Victorian, if any of you are in Southern Oregon and you want to come visit and photograph our garden and come to our home studio, we'd like to have you come out to our home and our studio. Give us a call first to make sure we're not on the road. And come out and visit us.
There's the front of the house, and
we finally got our Victorian house we've always wanted.
And that's where I put my car in. I call that the Bat Cave.
He calls it the Bat Cave because it goes way underground.
That's cool. Let's come on down here. We got a little bud going, way down here on the bottom. And we put a little pink in. I put a little mauve in the back just to kind of warm it up a little bit. Let's get in there real close.
Oh, don't you love my pressed flowers?
God,
that's the best part.
I think
that's the best part.
Forget about my bud.
My pressed flowers.
We're going to put some clothes on it here and kind of wiggle.
I'm going to do some more of that.
A little there and a little here. Oh, look at that.
Cool, Gary.
Is that neato or
cool.
what? Now, Catherine's going to come in and she's going to fill up. We have a blank area. And what are you going to put in there?
Lilacs.
Okay.
One of my favorite flowers.
Sounds cool.
How about way up on top of that rose? Let's see, what color is that? It's beautiful, and I can't remember the color. It's ultramarine blue and mauve. Ultramarine blue makes a gorgeous, gorgeous color. Love that color. And how about we sneak it? You probably won't see it at home, but where my brush is, that's where it's going. Right up here. You have to get a dark base tone in first, dark base tone. And I'm just plunking around and getting a little base tone. And maybe I'll put a little bit of lighter color here and there so you can see it. Not thinking flowers yet, I'm just brush stroking. I'm just putting something kind of messy and loose. Let me get the other brush, the filbert. This is the rounded hair brush. And we'll get a little bit of ragged edges on here first. No petals yet. I'm just kind of thinking of some little petals out here. And you know, they kind of come to a point up here. The lilacs are kind of a cylinder shape.
Looks like a lilac already.
Don't you love lilacs? They're, you know, that big one that grows over our fence? That we always steal their lilacs?
No.
Because our yard's real small and it's not big enough to grow a lilac tree.
Yeah, well, the neighbors might be watching, so don't say anything.
We love your lilacs if you're watching.
Yeah,
if our
we love to
neighbor's
pick
watching,
them too.
and I do love it.
They look good on our table.
She doesn't mind.
Thank you very much.
Okay, and I'm just taking a blender brush and kind of blending that out a little bit. Now we'll put some little flowers in there. Lots and lots of little flowers. This is white, plain old white. And let's try putting a little of that mauve with it. If it doesn't show up enough, we'll pick up some more mauve. And we'll just start little tiny guys in here plunking around. Remember in the technique tape, I did the little bunch of lilacs.
That looks cool.
Lots and lots of them. And you leave your dark spaces showing some places. You don't want to cover up all the dark. And
Oh,
just
you're so
plunk
good.
around. I love lilacs.
I
Don't they
know.
smell so good? I love to pick. Those and hydrangeas.
Do they have centers in them?
Yes, they're so cool. Hydrangeas have big bunches of dried hydrangeas
Is cool
in the
still
house.
a word?
I
don't know.
I think so. There's a new word now, though.
What is that?
Cool has come back. Cool
Has-
has come back. It's come back big time now. But I think they have another word. But we'll have to go back to school
we
and
don't know
figure
any-
out which that word
We
is.
don't know any young
if any of you
people.
know, let us know.
We have to find some young people.
Okay.
We only know old people. We don't know any youngsters.
Speak for yourself. Some little buds. Little buds up here. Whoop. See that? Off the top. Neato.
Neato.
That's
That's
just using the
cool.
side of the brush.
That's cool.
And
Put a
we'll get some little.
How about another little clump
Leaves.
of them, but a little darker?
Okay.
The same type of
Okay.
flower.
Here's, I'm going to pick up some yellow and
time.
white or yellow and green and put little tiny centers in some of them, just in a few. Hello. Okay.
Really
and then
nice.
we'll put another, Gary says, clump of these
Yeah.
guys. And we might
Right
bring
in there.
some leaves out over. We're going to leave this, get my brush out of
That
the
would
way.
be a little darker.
Leave these a little darker. This is
They're
crimson.
kind of in shadow.
And crimson and mauve, or mauve and a little of that blue color. And I have to sneak these in. If you're at home, you might want to put these in first before you did your leaves. We'll sneak these around, and we'll bring our leaves out over that in a minute. And get some little flowers in here,
Yeah.
little guys, just to give it
barely
another.
kind of coming out of the shadow.
Yep.
That's cool. That's neato. Yes. You're so good.
Oh,
You
I
learned
love
everything
this
from
one.
me.
No. We know who learned from who. Okay, now I'm going to take the blender and soften some of these out. Oh, I need little centers. I'm going to blend some of these way out. I want to get them out of focus. And some little centers in some of them. And then we have to bring our leaves, don't we, out over the lilacs.
Yes. To send them back in there.
Sure do.
Go for it.
We'll
Do
bring
it
them out
too.
over the top. Let's bring some
Yeah.
right over here.
Go for it.
Maybe a little lighter.
Let the child
How
out.
about some lilac-y leaves?
Why not?
They're kind of long and skinny.
You should have showed him that double load brush
Oh,
leaf you do? That's
yeah.
so cool. That's so
I
neat.
know.
Can you put one in this
I
paint?
know. I'm so wonderful.
Put one in this paint.
Okay.
I'll
Bring
keep
it.
you painting, then I won't have to do anything.
Wait a second. Wait. Okay. What color should we use?
I don't know, but remember how you did that double load? Where you
Oh.
double loaded the brush
Okay.
with one color on one side?
Oh,
and-
well, I have to get the brush cleaned
okay,
out.
clean the brush.
Okay.
This is
And then
really
a little
neat.
pink. I don't know if this will show enough. Okay. Well, I did it up here a little.
Okay.
They saw it up here a little.
Well, they can't see you.
Okay. A stem.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah. Look at the
There.
colors. Cool.
Let's get some
Cool.
red or red-orange on that
Yeah.
color with
Get
the
some
green.
real nutty color on.
How about out here on this side?
Yeah.
Way down on the bottom here of this rose. On the right-hand side of this rose. There. How about there? Let's see what
Oh,
happens.
boy, look at that color. Now you're
Whoa.
cooking. Now you're cooking. Yes.
I love it.
Yes. Cool. Cool.
Look at that. I love that.
I
I
know.
could just do this all day.
Well, contain yourself.
Okay, let's get a little point
I
on this
know.
guy.
You're having such good
We
fun.
don't want to leave them out.
Keep going for it. The show will be over and I won't have to do anything.
Okay, we have to bring the edge of that rose. Remember when you have leaves behind a rose or leaves behind a flower, you've got to bring the edge of the rose out
Right.
over it. Very important.
Painting looks done
because
already.
We don't want it to look like it's cut
It looks
off.
finished.
Little curly cues.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm also going in at the same time with a little bit lighter color over where you had it dark.
Where I messed up, right? You have to go in and cover up the
The
area.
dark was fine, really, but
You noticed that when
I just
Katherine,
happened to have light on my brush.
you noticed that Katherine got a hold of the brush,
And
and
I
she
never
hasn't let go
I
of it
never really get
since
to paint.
lilac time. She
I
hasn't
never
let
get to
go
paint,
of it.
Gary. Okay.
Oh, she's just running around there, just
Wow.
messing around.
This one's turning out. Okay.
She'll keep going until there's no more time.
Okay.
My brushes
I need to put
aren't
some
even dirty
blue, blue-green out here
My brushes are still
to
clean.
match the other side. A
My
little
brushes are clean
blue-green
from the last show we did.
down here. Ooh,
Keep on
yummy
going.
colors. What do you want to do now?
Well, I'll jump in there anytime.
Okay, you can have at
Oh,
it.
thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
I'm
I'm
gonna
going to jump right in there,
I'm
and
just
they're
gonna
going to
clean my
say,
brush.
"You got 30 seconds left. Let's see you do something in 30 seconds." Thanks a lot. I want you to know I really
Oh, look, it's
appreciate
beautiful.
that.
Looks so Victorian.
It does.
Don't you love that border?
You did a great job.
I love that border. I did a great
I
job.
put one flower in, and Katherine did the rest of it.
That's right.
I think it looks cool. You know what helps this painting?
What?
The really nice flower edges that you have on there. Well, I think we've got it made, and I'll see y'all next time. And don't forget to stop and smell the roses along the way. God be with you, and Katherine and I will see you next time.
Bye-bye.